What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Kyle Fritz Show. Raw, vibrant rejuvenation. Good to be back. Had to take a little break from the videos just because, detox got a little crazy, and the solstice, the full moon, the weather's been nuts, and just rain and clouds and wind and but yeah, so it's been a little crazy, but this one's going to be kind of a shorty. I won't go into the food stuff much here, or probably at all. So, but the holidays are coming up, and I just figured, hey, this would be a good one to do. And yeah, so this one's about presents. Presents. I'm having a hard time being present, but it's just it can still be done. It still can be done, and it's a lot harder when you're feeling like crap to be present. But you gotta let go and accept, and just tap into it somehow. So, but yeah, like it's presents. The best present that you can give yourself or anyone else is your very own presence, your very own mind, being in the now. Focus. Zoned in, mindful, conscious, aware, it's presence is basically like it's more of like an ability, it's more of something you can tap into, it's like a power. It's just being totally focused in the now, totally just totally there, and like true presence is, it requires shutting down your intellect to a degree. To a degree, it really does. And it involves dissolving the ego at times, a lot of times, and just disconnecting with the mind. Sometimes we got it's great that we have this amazing computer, this tool, this wonderful, amazing thing that can think about any sort of concept or pick anything apart or know all these formulas and all this scientific stuff or whatever, or any, but there's a point when we gotta be able to not do that. Kind of like this is kind of like my letting go video, all this mental, all this stuff, levels of being and stuff. It's all intertwined, It's like man, I don't know. Being present is also about not identifying with stuff, not identifying with ourself, our ego, our thought patterns, thought forms, just identifying with the self-image. It's none of that stuff. So being present or letting go or any of these things, or it's about tapping in and just sometimes we gotta let go of like, I just need to keep doing all these things and blah blah blah. But sometimes you can lose your presence in that. If you get derailed from your focus, it can be hard, and basically it's just about being totally here, totally in the now, and totally just here, and not letting like I said, not letting these projections that we project, these you know, these things that happen to us in the past or the future, or you know, or our, like I said, our self-image, like how we want someone to look at us, or how we want to be accepted in this crazy society, or, you know, make your own culture. Screw this culture. Screw this whatever. You know, real authentic cultures are great and everything. You know, but I'm talking about like make your own culture. Make your own. Be your own. You know, be your own person. Like, and you know, it's important. And I don't know. It's just basically you got to stop identifying with what this with thoughts and just all, you know what I'm saying. And I'm sorry if this one comes out a little weird. I've been going through it, and I'm not 100% centered now, but I've wanted to make this one for a while, and it's just hopefully it comes out good, you know. But you know, and I'm not in the video mode still. I'm not 100% on the fruit juice anymore. I had to go to the veggies, but I'm going. It's a long story with that, but long story. Crazy stuff can happen, guys, and I don't know. So, like different types of breath work, meditation, relaxation techniques can be good to just, you know, dial you in, get you into that place, because it's like, you know, it's a place that we can access, you know, and that's the thing, is it's we can get there anytime we want. We can always get there, and it's just like, you know, practice is good. So like these ways to practice these sorts of things can be really helpful, because then it's like, oh, once you know, it's just like anything, riding a bike or anything. It's like, oh, once you know the amazing bliss and the amazing like way of just being and just living, real living, you know, it's like when you are not anywhere else but just right here, and you are so present with yourself and others, and it's like that's the best presence you can ask for, really, you know. It's especially for others too, you know, like when they really need it. And some people just need to be heard sometimes, you know. Some people just want someone to relate to them, or feel appreciated or understood, or, you know. So it's important to have when you got presence, then it's like, even if you're not talking much and you're really a good listener at that during that time, you know, that's good, you know. Just that having that presence of, look, I'm going to give you my full attention, as much as I can give you, and just but yeah, no, it's like kind of went off on the side tangent there, but like it's just like riding a bike, right? So it's like once we go to these places where it's like, oh, whoa, like I was saying, with the bliss and just like a higher level of being than other levels, you know, where the mind is more involved, right? When the mind is involved with anything, instead of just being really just zoned in. Breath work is, like I said, is good. Zoned in, have your breath, have your mind, body, soul, have everything in unison, and able to just full attention, you know, full, you know, awareness is attention, is, you know, it's like where, like Dr. Morse says, where are you going to put your attention, you know? It's like, so, and that's the challenge, like I said, guys, that's the challenge, like when we're not feeling really good, physically. It's hard to have that mind, body, soul thing, but it still can be done on, you know, it's not always the same in my experience, but, you know, I'm still going to higher levels. That's what I'm always going to try to go higher personally, but yeah, no, like once we So it's good to like do these, breath work, relaxation, guided meditation, whatever works for you, sound healing, whatever, man. Breath work, different types of breath work are awesome. There's so many good different types. Because then those type of things can kind of, even, physical activity is really good because it can just get you into that zone, get you into presence. But even so, like I found like with the physical activity part, it's hard to like sometimes separate that zone because the mind will always keep trying to come in. That's why like these other techniques can be so good because they're, it shows you that just total bliss, that total place of complete presence and complete just light, it shows you that. So it's like once you know where these places are, it's a lot more easier to be like, oh, this is where I want to be all the time or as much as possible, right? So yeah, just we'll see how this one turns out, but I don't know. Yeah, peace, stillness, bliss, all this stuff, guys. It's accessible at any time. Like we just gotta tap in. We gotta let go. It's challenging. Sometimes we just gotta accept stuff. Let go of all this mental stuff and all these physical stuff. There's ways to do it. Let go and just feel that source. Feel that we're all part of, and that is how you can start to learn presence when you're not feeling so good physically, right, or mentally. So yeah, it's a crazy world, guys. But yeah, like the world needs your gifts. Needs your gifts, talents, needs your presence. Needs your presence. So, technology is great and everything, but man, it's a blessing and a curse. Sometimes it's like, man, it can really take your presence away. Oh, with yourself and with others for sure. So, I don't know. It's like a freaking it's like a puzzle, like a Rubik's Cube. It's just staying present these days is just like, man, you really got to go out of your way these days to kind of go and make time to be present, and like I say a lot in a lot of the videos, nature helps so much with that. I don't know. Yeah, it helps. It's crucial, guys, but it's still freaking even so. It's like, only certain people can live in a cave their whole lives, and still got to come out of the cave. Most people need to come out of the cave once in a while, or out from under the rock once in a while, and live in the world too. So it's just, I don't know. I kind of want to. Here's a quote that it kind of relates to this a lot, but there's also other things that can be really cool about this quote. It's a quote that I've always loved. This movie, Waking Life, it's like it's a crazy, like, I can't even describe it because it's like, it's not a documentary. It kind of is. No, it's like, it's an intense movie, but it's got all these different segments. And one of these clips, the guy is saying, like, basically, like, when you come onto this planet, it's like you come onto this planet with the crayon box. It's like you might get the 8-pack, you might get the 16-pack, but it's all in what you do with the crayons, which are the colors, that were in your box, right? It's all what, don't worry about drawing within the lines or, coloring outside the lines. Like, color way straight off the page, like, don't box yourselves in, guys, by mind concepts, mind things of the world, technology. Don't anything, other people. Don't box yourselves in, guys, and don't, and like, you know, the whole like, oh, this isn't acceptable in the culture. The culture is, you know, about making money and all this false success and having, you know, 3 yachts and all these vacation homes, and it's like, no, think for yourself. That's what I always urge. Like, if no one gets any of the health stuff, hopefully you can get some of the spiritual stuff that I'm like to remind you guys about. You know, it's like, please think for yourselves. Like, there's no, like, we can't box ourselves in, you know, and when we do, we all do on some levels, but I don't know. It's like we're all one. Like, we're all printed from the same cloth. Like, we do have differences, but, you know, we might, like I said, like, you know, like that quote from that movie, you could get the 8-pack of crayons, or you could get the 16-pack, but, you know, and part of it, you know, depending on what your beliefs or whatever it is, you know, part of it could be our doing. I'm not going to say I'm not going to say one thing or the other, but, you know, it's just because everything is cause and effect in a way. Reap what you sow. So, you know, create. It's just I don't know, guys. Take your own interpretations from my stuff as you will. You know, do your own interpretations. But my point is, with that whole the whole quote. Besides, it's just a marvelous. The whole movie and that quote's great, but it's like, you know, gotta do what we can with our struggle, you know, the hand we've been dealt, or in other words, dealt ourselves, if that's how we look into reincarnation and all that stuff. And yeah, it's either way, we still gotta make the best with our struggles and whatever, and, you know, challenges, and, you know, I don't know. So what else? I don't know. Presents. It's just, you know, but it's just like anything else. It's just like riding a bike. It gets easier the more you do it. It's just like anything, you know. It's just like working towards something. It's just like anything else. So it's just a matter of practice, you know. Taking that time, even 10 minutes, just to not do anything, lay down and not think, not look at your phone, not watch TV, not listen to this, not listen to music. Even music is wonderful, but even so, it's like sometimes we just gotta totally remove ourselves from everything and just be you know. And that's however you want to do that, you know. There's a lot of ways to do it. Even just going into nature and not thinking, not necessarily meditating, but just not thinking. You know, not contemplating, not doing anything. Sometimes we gotta let go in order to kind of be reignited. You know what I mean? So I don't know what else. I just really wanted to make this one for a while. Like, it's been on the radar for a while, but it's just, I had to take a break from the videos, and I've been really excited to get back into some here, and do more of the like, I'm gonna keep doing the health and diet and the raw rejuvenation thing, fasting and all that stuff, but I'm also gonna do a lot of spiritual stuff and, you know, consciousness and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, a couple last things. Consciousness is contagious, you know. It's like, and the other thing is, like, misery loves company, right? So it's just like, it's the presence, you know, all the awareness, like higher awareness, however you want to say it, the stuff I'm talking about, like more presence. Like, it's something we can tap into, right? And it's like others pick up on it, and like, and you know, you like, if you've ever been around like 200 or like 700 or however many people with the same like same vibe, you know, the same basically same energy, you know, or maybe it's not the perfect energy, but because I've been around a lot more, you know, I've been around a lot of people who had a lot of positive stuff, but it was still a different energy than these. So it's just, there's different levels, and but it's, you know, like I said, it's contagious. So like, the more you do these positive things, and the more you do whatever it is, breath work, meditation, yoga, whatever it is, like, the more it gets beat, you know, it's just like, I don't know. It's just duality, you know. It's like, do you want to be miserable, and do you want to feel like crap, and you want to be depressed? On some levels, if you keep doing that, it's your fault, you know. On some levels, I'm not gonna. There's a lot of stuff with glands and the endocrine system that has to do with that and everything. But that's a whole nother thing. But still, the power is in your hands. Okay, for the most part, it is. Okay, there's always going to be, you know, challenges for each person, each individual. You know, different challenges. But, you know, what else? It's like, you know, regardless, like I said again, like, regardless of your chronic issues, your Crohn's disease, lupus, whatever you guys have, like crazy arthritis, you got the C word, whatever your insane diagnosis is from these white-coated people who know everything. They know everything, except they're not. I don't see anything like. See everyone getting sicker and sicker, but yeah, it's like, man, worse and worse. But hey, it's not all their, you know, it's not. I'm not saying it's all their fault or anything, but because it's not, you know. But the point is, I knew I was. It's just practice, guys. And I'll show right here. It's like I'm totally rusty with this, so. But it doesn't matter. Even if you have all these severe diagnoses and health challenges, guys, we can still be present. We can still be mindful. It just takes a little bit more work and a lot more effort sometimes, you know. And just keep going in the right direction. That's because there's only two. It's misery loves company, or do you want bliss and peace and wellness and well-being and vibrancy and just there's, you know, you can still be okay if you're feeling like crap. I know it's hard. It's hard. It gets so old after however many years you've been dealing with it, right? But I don't know. I'm just trying to it feels good. I'm just trying to share, you know. I'm just trying to give something back here, and I don't know what else. I don't know. That's basically it. Just, you know, just some quick reminders, guys, because I know it's like everyone's getting presents and buying presents for people, and it's the holidays, so I figured this would be a nice one to do. And I don't know. Yeah, like, subscribe, that sort of thing if you want to do it. I guess I'm going to keep making the videos, so I'll probably be making a lot this week again. Finally, the weather's nice, so yeah. So I don't know what else. Yeah, I just hope that you guys are holding it together out there in this crazy world, and you guys on the the detox journeys and regeneration journeys of everything are doing really good. And I hope that yeah, you know, you're able to do some good things the rest of this year and start making your resolutions, because hey, next year is going to be wonderful. So anyways, guys, holy crap, love you guys. Peace, love, and light. Bye.